Hello everyone, welcome to The Double Take. I'm Sandy and today I'm going to be watching the X-Men 97 Season 2 trailer that just dropped. I loved Season 1. I don't remember a lot of it because it came out a while ago, but I hope I can follow the threads that they've established in Season 2. I do remember that the X-Men were lost in time, according to Cable. So let's see where this picks off from. And Apocalypse is in play apparently. So let's see if we get to see more of him. And without any further ado, let's get into it.
It's hard to believe.
Rogue.
What's not right for me?
Remy. Well, I mean,
Someone I love.
you left him for Magneto. You didn't. He died afterward, but you did leave him for Magneto. You did make that choice. There he is, Magneto. Yeah, the Egypt storyline with Beast and Nightcrawler. That's Jean. That's Scott. Was that Nathan with them? Whoa.
Jeez, could have at least bought me a drink first.
Oh nice! Did you see that? Jean did the Wolverine claws. That's incredible. What was Jubilee doing? Oh my god.
We gotta get the X-Men back
Yes.
to the 90s.
Oh, so they're gonna be hopping through time?
Battle that cannot be won.
That looks dope, dude. This looks insane.
Dawn of an age that cannot be stopped.
Yep. That was Cable. Oh look, that was Jean bonding with Scott and their kid.
From the beginning of time.
Whoa. Deadpool! That was Deadpool! He transformed into Deadpool, that's amazing. Okay.
We stand together.
There they are. Jean and Scott. The power couple.
I believe in the X.
I do too, Nightcrawler. Oh my god. Oh, that gave me goosebumps. There he is. Yes, Logan. I was waiting for Logan. He did show up for like 1 second, but I like that he had the final line. This was fantastic. So clearly we're gonna be picking up from the X-Men being lost in time, and we're gonna see, I guess, Cable and Forge maybe hunting them down across, or not hunting them down, looking for them, rescuing them, and sending them to their respective timelines. I remember that Jean and Scott had been sent into a future timeline, like the 40th century. Magneto, Rogue, Nightcrawler and Beast, they had been sent into the past in Egypt, ancient Egypt, with Apocalypse. So that is really interesting. I want to see how they're going to pull it off. Apocalypse is one of the craziest villains ever. Yeah, it's very clear that Remy's loss is being felt deeply, especially by Rogue. There's a lot of guilt there, I think, and I think he might come back. I read somewhere that was like he's gonna come back as a horseman of Apocalypse. So let's see if he does come back. I always love more Gambit. The shot with Jean like creating the Wolverine claws with her hands and putting them across Scott's laser beam, that was insane. Oh my god, that's gonna be an incredible scene. We had a brief appearance of Deadpool. Well, it wasn't Deadpool exactly, it was, we saw Morph transform into Deadpool. Morph has one of the coolest powers of all time. That's a nice little loophole that they found to include Deadpool in the X-Men series as well. I don't remember what happened to Jean's clone Madeline, or was she she left? I think she left. So I wonder if she's gonna make an appearance again. There's a lot to be said about Magneto's arc from season 1, where he ended with pretty much almost wanting to wipe out all of the humans on the planet after the Genosha massacre, to now, after Charles sort of went into his mind and had a conversation with him, to now tentatively, cautiously being on the side of the X-Men. Now that they're in ancient Egypt, it is going to be curious to see how they navigate that situation. Rogue is heartbroken. I wonder if Magneto, if Eric is going to offer any comfort to her, as we know that they do have a tumultuous relationship. It seems they're going to be working alongside Apocalypse, a younger version of Apocalypse, as he's fighting people. So maybe this will in turn lead to a change in the future, where Apocalypse maybe doesn't turn into a villain, because now that the X-Men are there, it might alter his arc. It will be interesting to see how Apocalypse interacts with the X-Men as of now that they're essentially forced to work together. We are seeing different versions of Apocalypse through different timelines. We see in the future that he is a villain who wants to destroy or has managed to destroy the X-Men, and in the ancient Egypt timeline, he is just starting off, he is just a soldier. So maybe now we might see some changes in his behavior, maybe alterations to the past are gonna affect his behavior and characterization in the future. We are also yet to know exactly where Logan is. We know he's there in the trailer, but we don't know at what point in time he was displaced. He had a pretty rough go of it in the season 1 finale, with Eric basically ripping out all of the adamantium from his body, and he was recovering in the medical bay, where Morph confessed Jean's feelings for Logan. So I love that triangle. So I mean, I wonder if it's going to be brought back up, and at what point in the journey we're going to find Logan, at what point will he join the rest of the X-Men, and when Bishop and Forge will be able to get to him. I mean, yeah, Logan is the beating heart of the X-Men for me. I hope that he joins everybody soon. Storm looks incredible too. There was one shot of her with golden hair, and she was doing something with her powers, and she was always my favorite growing up. There was a game called Marvel's Ultimate Alliance that I used to play a lot, and I would always play as Storm because I find that she has the coolest powers. And so yeah, I love her, and I want to see as much of her as possible. Cable has also had an interesting arc with Jean and Scott, and we'd had a few moments in the first season where they came to terms with Cable being their kid and their sort of reconciliation, and we are seeing a lot of young Nathan, Jean and Scott in the future especially. I think I spotted the older version of Cable meeting Jean and Scott at some point. I hope that they have a nice little prolonged scene. I mean, it's an absolutely messed up thought to have to send your kid into the future to save his life, and then he comes back and he's all grown, and you know, you have to meet somewhere in the middle. I don't know how they're gonna play that, but yeah, it's certainly quite intriguing. So far, I'm really hyped for it. This looks incredible. I can't wait. I know that they are renewed through season 4. We know we have at least 3 more seasons of incredible storytelling. The first season, what I loved about the first season is it did not shy away from heavy themes. X-Men has always been allegorical of so many subjects and issues, so I hope that they continue that. I hope that they talk about real things and real problems. I'm sure there's a lot I missed, but that's what the episodes are for, and I will be there when it drops on the 1st of July, which is a while away, but yeah, I'm super excited for this. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of me doing this, and I will see you for the next one.